Hello. I feel as though this is the darkest it's ever been. Like, the light is always the same. It's just the outside that's different. The outside is dark. So we're gonna have a bit of a creepy video for you. But, like, I know that a lot of, like, your contextual environment creates kind of like how you act, and your behavior is dependent on that environment. And so people who are generally extroverted or generally introverted have different amounts of energy in certain environments. And now, there's this common belief that extroverts are energized by people and introverts are drained by people and need to recharge alone. And I don't believe this. Now, it could just be because I'm in, like, really just middle of the road and am neither charged by people or drained by people and kind of just, people are people. But I don't get that. Maybe some people vibe with it. Maybe it sings to their soul and their hearts, and they really understand, like, oh yes, I'm such an extrovert. When I'm around people, I'm so charged. But I don't know. I think it's just like how people are. So like the introversion extroversion scale, it's not for me. I'm not one with the scale. I'm neither feeling extroverted nor introverted. Like, I'm certainly not drained by people, which seems to be, I guess, the general consensus of a lot of people, or maybe just internet people, that, you're drained when you're around others. But I think it's just like a general, or I guess it's more of a recharge when you're alone, because, I'm sure extroverts can be drained around certain people, and introverts can be drained around certain people, but extroverts can be charged by certain people, and introverts surely can be charged by certain people. Because if you have a really strong conversation with someone, that is like very fulfilling, no matter where you are on that scale, you're going to feel better afterwards. So why does this scale exist? I might ask. You might ask. Well, I don't know, because people decided to put it in their schema that this is the idea of how the world works. We have no idea. It's just like what we think. And it removes a lot of the, like, nuances of people's lives. Because you can have a friend that you go talk to whenever you're feeling, like, down or perhaps tired, and you'll feel better, right? And it doesn't matter if you're introverted or extroverted, because that still holds true for, like, everyone. So, I'm making a lot of generalizations here, but so is this scale. And I guess the lesson that can be learned is that a lot of ideas, a lot of models people use in their day-to-day in, like, how to generalize people are general and therefore lack the nuance of actual reality. And this can be extrapolated to more than just, like, the technical stuff of, like, communication models, but personality models, or really just, like, stereotypes in general, all have huge generalizations. I mean, stereotype is literally a generalization. But all of them lack the reality, of, like, cases in which it isn't true, and more so than that, some of them maybe could be, like, fundamentally pulled apart because everyone has different experiences of the world, and so lumping them in these big clumps in these categories is not right. And now I'm not here to say what's right or wrong, but like on a factual standpoint, on a logical standpoint, and a logical argument in which most arguments aren't actually logically sound and also are very dependent on the emotion of the person hearing the argument, which means logical arguments aren't even that sound. But on a logical basis, nothing is, oh my God, wow. And even that is a generalization, because you can't make a logical argument without the emotion. So the only thing I can really do is say that it is my belief through my experiences of my reality that the introversion to extroversion scale is not very useful and overly generalizes stuff. And this could be my argument, right? And you could believe it, or you could not believe it, or you could take little bits of it and believe little bits of it, but not the other stuff. And how all of the possible interpretations of what I say, taken into account, is what it is. Anyways, toodles.